Hello everyone, Salazar J here, and it's time to tip the scales of a game of Renowned Explorers International Society. This is a fun game I've been playing over the past few days, and I've been playing it for quite some time. It's well, it's a nice little strategy game. It's turn-based, but as you go around the world exploring, finding treasures and stuff in a nice kind of humorous fashion. Party of 3 explorers, and they go around. And there's 3 ways you can resolve battles. You can resolve with violence, or you can try talking to them, or you can taunt them to death. Yes, you can taunt people to death. Or you can friendly them to death, or stab them to death. It's, by Abbey Games. It's, well, I think it's best if I actually get to, how to play the game. I'm gonna play a regular game at first, because the new content, the Emperor's Challenge, does require you to finish the game. But, you know, I want to show off the game first before I show off the Emperor's Challenge, because it's a little bit different to what the standard gameplay is. When you start a new game, you have 2 modes. Discovery mode, you'd like to make discovery at greater speed. This is wrong. You'll make discover things slower, because you'll be save-scumming a lot. And there's adventure mode, so this is going to be like XCOM. As you can see, if I choose that one, you can go for classic, or go for impossible. I've been playing a lot. When I play in discovery mode, I usually go to normal discovery and I just play as this. And just play this. It takes a long time, it takes hours to finish things. But I get so much out of it. Like seriously, it's a really like, even though I save scum a lot, it's just so much reward. To me, it feels extremely satisfying. Whereas this one, it's probably going to be bound with a lot of failure if I play on classic. So everyone plays on adventure mode and classic, and they play until they die. Me, on the other hand, I'm a slow save scummer kind of person. So you know what? I'm gonna play on classic on discovery mode. So if something does go completely and utterly wrong, I could roll the punch, but at the same time, if you keep rolling these punches, ugh. All right. Okay, so now the first thing you got to do is select a captain. Now, as you can see, I can select anyone as a captain. When you first start a game, some of the explorers, like when you select a captain, you try and do that, but some of the explorers will be grayed out. You can only choose like a certain set of people to become your captain. Captains get a special bonus when you click on them. So you got 4 different classes: scientists, scouts, fighters, and speakers. All of them have their perks. They gain extra status. They gain gold. These are good for gold. These are good for gold. These are good for research. Research is one of my favourites to do. You got Anno Proskurikova. There's a bright young scientist who loves the scary power of electricity more than anything. She wants to uncover the secrets of the world. Okay, I've seen a lot of Let's Plays of this game, and they always seem to prefer Anna. Because look, plenty of research people give you study token and random improvement. So that means when you can study things, your token might do something cool, like get you more gold or research or whatever. But honestly, I think my favourite one has to be Philippe. +4 study for each resolve you have at the end of an expedition. When you start an expedition, you have 2 resolve. If one of your teammates dies, you lose a resolve point. So, if it reaches 0, you lose. However, if you don't plan on dying, if you play strategically and you don't plan on dying, you can get a lot of research done at the end of a round. It's probably not gonna. It'll probably help you out on a classic mode game. But there are also other bonuses I found out from playing certain characters. For example, if I go down to the scouts, like the scientists all have these things like engineer and rogue and archaeologist. They all have different skills. These are good for different skill checks. Plus, having certain skill points, like if you get an engineer perk, your speech, defense, and attack goes up. And there's all your stats here. And there's all the skills you can learn as you level up and new abilities. Sorry, I'm going through this very, very quickly. It's just that, you know, this is how it kind of works. Is you pick a party you think is great, and I don't want to spend like 15,000 hours trying to pick out the perfect party. But I'm not going to choose Felipe because I've already done it. I've done so many games with this guy, and it's really, really good. His bonus is really, really good. I want to kind of pick something else. Like Hatice was a good one also. +10 for like the start of the expedition. If you want gold, Hatice is really, really good. If you want to get a lot of money in, but she's a glass cannon. So perfect. Glass cannon. I love glass cannons. Yeah, notes here. She has great and aggressive and devious crew. Dolores and Anna. So if I want to go here, I can choose Anna here. To help balance out the party. And Dolores, the fighter, who's a fighter who is really good at defending and stuff. Like Anna is balanced. Dolores is different. However, I also like to look around and see if I can find someone who also is aggressive and devious, but also would work well in a party. Like for example, this guy. This guy. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's do that one, okay? These three. Oh, wait, what? No. No. Bring a banner. Okay, we're all gonna go. We're gonna go all out. We're going all out here. Let's see. Is how you can start off. So when you start a game, you got your airship ready. Put a shark face on it, some bombs, and now it's Kirov. This is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Hatice wants to make a big entrance. Find the burial site of Saxon kings. Found somewhere in the mainland of Britain, but King Ebert's grave remained a particular mystery. Tutorial, but time for adventure. Let's go. So here's what I normally do, because, you know, again, I said I'm a save-scumming scum. So first of all, delete my previous save game, because that was pretty much useless. And then I start off, I look at my options. You start here, and you got two choices. This gets you extra supplies. I mean, this is good if you have supplies. However, I do prefer this. You decide to take the torches and explore it for a few minutes. Now you can study the drill. Now here sounds like a great way to get the drill. This is what happens when you hit this option. Got my hand on the escape key just because I can. This will happen, and then you succeed, and suddenly he's now got an engineering skill. Yay! Haven't got that event in a while. Now then you head over to the supply pile. Oh, you got 3 supplies, so I could have jumped somewhere else. But yeah, all these like you'll see me saving a lot. You can participate in the training, and yeah. And what happens if something goes wrong? You get negative consequences, but there's usually a neutral option. Hey, look! Yay! Oh, I should have read the descriptions out. But sorry, I go really it's like FTL Faster Than Light. I keep just going. I know what the events are. I get an understanding what the events are, and I'm like, oh right, I should read them out. Because giant alien spiders are no joke. But anyway, get some rugby game was going on. He tackles rugby players as if they weren't there. Then you reveal and try to tackle you at once, but you keep standing strong. Other trainings over, the coach shows great appreciation. Aye, laddie, that was the best performance I've ever seen. This will go down in history as the best training ever. Too bad we can't add it to our team because you haven't got any haggis. No, sorry. Sorry, Scottish player. Sorry, anyone who's Scottish. So it does mean he's now leveled up. That's early on. When you level up, you can gain an extra perk. You can go for a tactician skill, gain armor and attack, or you can upgrade your engineering skill even further. Well, you know, like I know tactician probably will get a lot of stuff going on, but I like to do a laser-like focus on a single tree. No, I don't want to say dick. I don't want to. I tend to do a laser-like focus on a certain skill tree. So if someone's got like for example Anna here, I'm not going to make her I'm not going to further her engineering skills. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase her natural skills so she's level 4. Same with Hatice. I'm not going to give her tinkerer skills. I'm going to make her a quick thinker. Okay, anyway, moving on. Here's combat. Here's combat. The crew suddenly gets ambushed by some aggressive-looking men. Those foreign fancy pants are going to take all our jobs! Attack! And they're charging. Combat. Alright, let's show off some combat. Okay, defeat all the enemies. These are all friendly, devious, or aggressive. Everyone's aggressive here. The game wants you to do a battle aggressively because you get an extra reward if you stab the enemies to death. So what you should do is you should use your abilities to your advantage. For example, Anna here can do a terrify attack, which is devious, but it will make the person scared, which means they'll do less damage when they retaliate. And what abilities you use and how you solve the situation will, will change the mood. So if you do a devious move, it's going to switch to I'll do it right now. Show you off. Yeah, I'd find that scary too. Oh no! She's got some kind of Tesla thingy! Okay, now the mood's provocative. Alright. Oh, right, tutorial. Okay, yeah, so when you're devious and they're aggressive, you gain plus 25 grit. This is like your dodge stat. Scouts get a huge dodge stat anyway at the start, whereas everyone else does not. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is going to have Hatice do the same thing. She's going to sadden this guy, make him feel bad for what he's done. See, he has a very floppy arrow. And he just wants to be left alone now because his arrow is just so floppy. So what I could do is I could enrage this guy, or he could attack. Well, let's attack him. Oh no, fireworks! Ah! And he just keels over. As you can see here, adds 2 points to aggressive. Alright, because you know, if you attack someone with an aggressive move, it gains 1 point. Kill someone, you gain 2 points. When that reaches 3, it switches over. Peaceful is an interesting one. Okay, and also it adds points here. So right now I got 1 point, but if I switch the mood to aggressive, which I'm going to do in the next turn, if I switch the mood, ow. If I switch the mood to aggressive, what's probably going to happen is it's going to give me more points than aggressive. Like this. He's now dead. Well, defeated. Wouldn't say he's dead. Switch to hostile. Devious goes away, and you've dominated your opponents. Haha! I'm glad we dealt with them fast and efficiently, comrade. Let's continue. The situation solved, the crew can continue exploring. Anna is baffled by the fact these men thought shepherding or mining was any interest to you. Okay. Campfire story. This is a good one. Okay, so you can okay, so what you do is you can pick a campfire story to tell. I'm just quickly going through stuff to keep. For example, Professor. Let's go with this one. These are crew-related perks. These are crew-related cards. You get a deck of them every time you start an expedition, and you can keep or discard them. They'll be back in the deck later on. Oh right, so Anna tries to teach someone naturals for engineer perks. So I think let's see, Tinkerer and advanced tools. Anna thinks it's important for the crew to learn about the natural science and engineering. After all, science is mankind's most important pursuit. Anna thinks you is especially undereducated and ponders on a teaching style. I'll be nice and enthusiastic, I'll be stern. Better call me Professor. Well, let's make them BFFs. Yes, enthusiasm against ages. Anna is aware she's already pretty intimidating to begin with. She awkwardly slides towards you and asks you heard that only rad science is like physics. They're way cool, yo. You should, learn about them. I'm not going to say in a horrible Russian accent. Maybe I should. Comrade, have you heard of the totally rad sciences? Jeez, Jeez, I can't do the accent, can I? They are way cool, comrade. You should, learn about them, because in Soviet Russia... He's a pranking trickster. Oh! This is hilarious. You were spotted by the Anna. During lessons, it makes paper aeroplanes, accidentally mixes the wrong chemicals, and it really says that the arts are more important. Ah, okay. So this is not making BFFs. That's not what I intended, but I'm keeping that. But there you go, that's part of the story. Yeah. I think I went the other one went stern and stuff. It's probably, going to, make him probably also dislike her. Whatever the case is. That's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, the story will improve as you go through more regions. Help the farmer, help the farmer. Take some of his harvest and run. Yay! Especially help him out. Just do it. It's a sunny day. Yay! Alright, I'm just going to save again, because what's going to happen here is I'm going to encounter treasure. Ooh! The landscape of the hill changes. You find more and more shacks and houses, and eventually you arrive at a small mining village. You ask a local about the village. Hey! This is the small mining town of Carnstone. Almost everyone here is a miner. It's hard work, but the pay of a good mining season makes up for a lot. The mines can be found if you follow the main road. So, you arrive at the mine and see an old man enjoying a mid-afternoon scotch. You decide to talk to him. Oi, laddie, I have been retired for some years now, but somehow I cannot leave this place. The charm I find beautiful stones or gems after weeks of hard work is addictive, really. These mines contain many stones and many secrets. The main mineral found here is quartz, but small pieces of gold and amber are found once or twice. Oh, oops. And he decides to mine for a day. My wife can tell an expert do some research for the crew mines. A weird skeleton reveals a hidden entrance. Spooky skeletons. You can sneak through. You can do your research. Conduct research and likelihood of finding amber. You can reconsider that. Talk to a gold expert. Begin mining right away. So you can find. So I'd say this is the best option. Until he sneaks through. This is what happens. I'm probably gonna fail it because RNG. Nope. RNG. Hatice returns. Quietly sneaking in, seems to be a cave tomb. Hatice found an amazing treasure, a golden cloud. Alright, so you can get one treasure hunt. This is what happens when you get a treasure. You can now choose your perks. In previous versions of the game, when you found a treasure, you'll given a specific reward. It really sucks because you might be like, you know, a devious party, and suddenly it's like, you know, hey, you win a battle aggressive, you get an extra bonus. Now they give you a choice of 3 things, so you could, you know, get some extra gold from studying. You can get yourself a treasure hunt perk, or get extra gold from a treasure hunt. I think this early in the game you should just take a treasure thing. I mean, for long-term stuff, it's probably a bad plan. Alright, Hatice is leveled up. We're gonna make her a quick thinker. Poor Anna has no longer Anna is the only one left behind. Alright, running low on supplies. Oh, great. Well, let's climb that mountain. Just do it. And this is what happens when you run out of supply. You press on, but the situation's having severe effects. Hatice loses speech power. So when you run out of supplies, this is what happens. I tend to actually run expeditions until you run out of power. Yeah, it's just a thing. I run expeditions until I reach 0 supplies, and then usually get 1 or 2 negatives before hitting the final stop. But the burial site of the Saxon Kings must be somewhere around. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place and you can wish to continue later. Are you ready to go? Let's do it. The crew searches through the hills and quickly finds what they're looking for: the Saxon burial site. One of the tombs of King Egbert, a particularly mysterious figure. Finding its secrets will surely skyrocket your reputation at the renowned explorers. However, you hear a familiar laughter. Whoa! Behind you stands the French explorer Rivlou. Rivlou? Dang it. Can't remember my French. Rivlau. I'm gonna call him Rivlau, whatever. Who is considered to be the most promising of the renowned explorers. He speaks. Thank you, Lamature. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out. And I really need to excavate King Egbert's tomb to gain another honorary title. Hey. I work hard for this treasure. You're not getting my tree fitty. Your rival continues. It seems my explanation was not clear enough. Maybe my strong friend Tommy can explain the situation better. Wait, I'm not King Egbert's tomb. Hey, wait a minute. Crew fighter Tommy steps forward. Little explorers, beat it, see? Yeah. Beat it, you. So, boss battle. Usually you face a boss battle at the end of every expedition. You can also face boss battles inside an expedition, but not in the first sector. To beat the boss, you have 3 different options. If you beat him aggressively, he's impressed by your skill, you get a better reward. Beat him deviously, which is, you know, devious beats aggressive. He's emotionally hurt and he leaves, and you don't really get a great reward. And if Tommy thinks you're nice, you get a neutral reward. So let's start the encounter. Now what you should do is sometimes you should beeline for the boss, other times just get the hell back. Get everyone back here. In some battles though, the boss will using Hatice's special ability. In some boss battles, the longer the battle goes, the more people, like the bad guy might summon more people in. In this case, you should just stand back because you know these guys are limited. Clear them all out, then you have free reign over beating up Tommy. Also, it's a good idea to examine your enemy's movement patterns, see where and how far they can move. So he can move here. So if you stand one tile away, only these guys can attack. For example, well, you can try to encourage. Just checking my options. So he could move here, for example, but that's not going to do much damage. But here's where other abilities come into play. Hatice here can try to encourage him. Says his shots are really great. Now that he's confident, he has plus 25 attack power. Not quite. Didn't quite defeat him. Just checking, testing everything out. Alright, Anna, it's up to you then. Zap him. There we go. Now we're down to 3 enemies. What Tommy's going to do is probably going to go, yep, I hate you. Ow. That really hurts, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. These guys are going to be impeded by the rough terrain over here. Just as I had planned. Impeded, whatever. So, one thing you can do is we're going to have, let's see. He really is vulnerable to being sad. So if I move Hatice over here and use Sadden, you can't hit a target at all. He's now sad. Does extra damage, but it doesn't really help you out because his speech power is reduced. But what you can do is enrage him. This reduces his armor and probably draws aggression. But look at that, he's now really annoyed at that guy. So what Anna can do now is, let's see. I can undo the move in case I do something wrong. I can move Anna here. Could do an attack, could taunt this guy. I'm gonna kill this guy. Reduce the amount of attackers for next turn. Right. Okay, yeah, he has a special ability he can do that. He does that. He can only attack Anna though, and ow, that really hurts. So, yeah. What Anna could still do is still terrify the crap out of this guy. Oh, wait. That was probably a bad idea. Actually, no, it wasn't. Thought I'd switch the mood. Nope, didn't switch the mood. Oh, finish him off. And now Tommy's defeated. With an arrow in the face. Or chest. Tommy's impressed by your skill. Wow, you're pretty strong! You can take on the mighty Tommy gun! Take some gold in this checklist. And describe trailers we want to find here. I guess if you beat us to it, you deserve one as well. And you need to follow Rival, who is already taking Plunder King but Sermon left. And alright, we're a band of mighty warriors. Huzzah! Everyone's attack goes up. Now we've got a checklist. Treasure still to grab. The one hidden in the Tomb of the Forgotten King, the one held by the locals, the one in the cache near the dangerous cliffs. We're gonna have some more treasure. Might be able to get one before him. So we could try the tomb. The locals sound like diplomacy. No one's very diplomatic here. This one sounds like you need a survivalist. She's a survivalist, a quick thinker. Let's try that one. Dangerous cliffs. Yeah, wait, let's see what our odds are. On second thought, you can get extra bonuses. There doesn't seem to be any failure here. Yeah, diplomacy is not a great idea. I think this is the best option we have. Hatice will lead the way. RNG! Hooray! Searching every edge of the cliffs is no easy task, we did it. Hatice was the one who found the hidden cache at the bottom of a cliff. Mentioned on the secret chest is loaded with gold, and there's a peculiar treasure. Come on! Sword of Justice. Alright, collect one at the end of expedition for each tactician, or one encounter. Well, I could go for more collect at the end of each expedition, but seriously, look. Yeah, we're going for encounter. Your expedition still continues on a high note. You have to beat Rivaloo. Now it's personal. Okay, and once you're done, you're given a score. You give an aggressive party. I'm going to hit continue here, just to skip through the process of waiting. So for every expedition, I get 1 encounter. If I increase use skills in tactical skills, he can become even better. But right now, here's what I've unlocked, here's what I've acquired. Not much in the way of research, though. That's not good. I want to get a lot of research. Oh, wait, sorry. The, oh. Yeah, math. You get stuff. And, you're at the bottom here, most renowned explorer, and you get this. Tyrant Tycoon, a magnificent job. The Board of International Explorers, renowned international society, is impressed by exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which will allow you to carry more supplies. We know the drill. You get a treasure already, and you get you get even more supplies. And yes, this is the world map. I'm just going to save the game here, because I screw up a lot on the world map. But, oh, here we go, Anna. Let's make her a better naturalist. Because look at that, we're now going to... Now she can do, have a ranged attack like everyone else does. But yes, it's the world map. I think I have some time to explain it, because might as well. The world map is where you do a lot of passive things before you start the next round. So for example, research. I always go to research first, and I check to see which one might be useful first. For example, if I go to observations, I can get myself a science perk right away, which might be useful for increasing my explorations and improving my supplies. If I have a lot more research, though, one thing I could do is get some exploration, is get history. If I got a lot of research, I could have hit their exploration records early, and this is great. 1 supplies capacity for each expedition you complete. That's very, very useful. Very, very useful to have. But for now, considering my considering research, let's see. Well, let's make her a better naturalist. Let's make sure no perks overlap. Chemistry. Learn a naturalist perk. I haven't seen anyone. Yeah, you're learning biology. So yeah, no overlap. So you should be a great naturalist. Now, another thing you can do is spend research points on things. Use your insight here. You get some treasure, and use it to spend it on stuff. You can also find specialists. I think a great idea here is. Oh, and then I chose biology, and I could have gotten her a better skill in biology. You know, get good times rolling. So I think for what I should do is just use this guy instead. Increase tactician perks. We're gonna make you a defensive tactician. And now I'm out of insight. So now we're down to gold. Advanced tools, huh? Well, you're not gonna get advanced tools for a while. So I tend to do as well. I tend to buy these things first. Yeah, I tend to, like, when I'm starting these matches and stuff. Ooh, terrifying abilities. Yeah, you're getting the machete. And I'll upgrade again. Yeah. What you can do is you can buy yourself all sorts of cool gear, so you can improve your abilities for the next level. But for the moment, I don't have a lot of gold to spend. I could increase my attack power and my defensive abilities. Could buy everyone some decent gloves. At least I could do that. But that means I'm going to sell everyone these decent gloves. This is again how it works. I check my money. I look at who has got the highest attack, and give him or her the. Ooh, you can get another one of decent gloves. Or good gloves. That's not great for my economy, but at the same time, we don't need this armor. The armor is like one extra point sounds useful, not that useful. But there's nothing else I can really buy. Yeah, so I kind of use up. I kind of use up everything early, and I don't like how my research went. So might as well check my options. I can spend insight in these in 3 different locations. You can store up to 3 insight for this time. Eesh, research sucks. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to improve my I'm going to do that one. Buy that one, so I get an extra bit of insight. Which there. Okay, every time you get a student to your entourage, you can buy people to help you out. Students will will cost you stuff. Again, I'm going through this quickly because I'm trying to explain how it all works. Sue studying on gaining insight in Berlin, which sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea because now Anna can go do that again. Look at that. Look at that. Now I can get the one I want. And maybe I'll be able to grab. I'll just see. Ooh, probably. I mean, there we go. Now I use up all the insight. I tend not to do this early in the game, but considering how pitiful my research went, I really do need that extra supply capacity. And I think we're done. Alright, so that's it for the first video of Renowned Explorers International Society. Next up, I'll be choosing an expedition to some new location. There's 3 different spots to choose from. One's for devious parties, one's for friendly parties, and one's for aggressive parties. And that's good for research as well. But that'll be for another time. It's Stars RJ, and I'm going to tip the scales in the favour of Hatice Ataman. Signing off.